Hi everyone, I'm Dr. David Wackenfeld and I'm the Chief Scientist at the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority. We're reaching the end of spring now, and as the summer approaches we have undertaken what we call our pre-summer workshop. We do this every year at this time of year, bringing together experts in the climate and weather on the Great Barrier Reef and experts in corals and coral reefs. And the purpose of this workshop is to look back over the last year at what's been happening on the reef, but also look at the forecasts for the coming summer. At the moment, it doesn't look like there are going to be very many strong drivers of the climate over the next few months on the Great Barrier Reef. So for example, we are pretty confident we're not going to have either a La Nina or an El Nino event. Those lack of strong climate drivers mean that it's actually pretty difficult to forecast exactly what kind of weather we can expect for the Great Barrier Reef in the coming summer. The one thing that we really are expecting is that the monsoon will arrive quite late, and that means that for the first part of the summer will be warm and dry.
Australia is currently seeing the influence of a strong Indian Ocean dipole, which has led to very dry conditions across much of Australia. And that strong event means that there's a good chance that conditions will stay dry throughout December and even into early summer, especially across northern Queensland.
So the key thing for this year is that we've had a winter time that was not as warm as past winters, and the hope then is that there's more buffer in terms of a space between temperatures and how hot they'd have to get to see coral bleaching. The flip side is that all it takes is a period of calm, still weather with the sun beating down, cloudless skies to turn that around and be able to consume all of that buffer and push us to high temperatures and see coral bleaching.
On the east coast of Australia, we typically get 4 cyclones per year, and this coming year we're not expecting anything particularly out of the ordinary. We think we will get about the average number or maybe a little bit less. But the key for the Great Barrier Reef when it comes to cyclone activity, it's all about size, intensity and speed. And of course, we can't forecast those for the coming summer. We will just have to keep an eye on the conditions as they develop and see what sorts of cyclones we get and how they impact the Great Barrier Reef. Because there are no particularly strong drivers of the climate this coming summer, what is going to determine what happens on the Great Barrier Reef is really just local weather patterns. So features like how much cloud cover there is, how much wind there is, how much rainfall there is, are going to determine what happens to the water temperature and the risk of a large or a small scale marine heat wave on any given part of the reef. So it's absolutely critical that we continue to work with the Bureau of Meteorology to look at the current conditions out on the Great Barrier Reef. The one thing for this coming summer on the Great Barrier Reef that we are absolutely certain of is that we have an established and ongoing outbreak of the crown of thorns starfish. Now this is particularly active in areas of the central and southern Great Barrier Reef at the moment. This is why our fleet of 5 crown of thorns starfish control vessels is so important, and that fleet will be active and working to control that outbreak of the coral predator throughout the coming summer months. We actually can use help from pretty much everyone who's out there. So the reef is an enormous place. We're not able to be in all places all at the same time. We have a program called the Eye on the Reef. So anyone who is out on the Great Barrier Reef over the coming months, we really encourage you to keep your eyes open, get onto that Eye on the Reef app or onto our website and help us with information about how the reef is faring, and you can be our eye on the reef. Of course, we at the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority will continue to work with our partners to monitor the situation, and we will be bringing you weekly updates on the health and condition of the Great Barrier Reef as summer progresses.